What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And before we get started with the video, I want all my Floridians, I think that's what you call yourselves, all my people in Florida that are battling this Hurricane Milton, I want you guys to stay safe. Again, we go wild here about EA Sports, but obviously in times like this, we're not going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's all year for that, for EA to do whatever they're doing, but obviously when it comes to health and safety, it is a bigger deal. So some content may be delayed, some things may happen, but obviously we're looking for the safety of those individuals that are there and all of Florida, not just, you know, one aspect of it, because all humans are important. So hopefully you guys stay safe. I'm going to talk to you guys about a market crash. I'm going to talk to you guys about a Makeright that's going to be happening because it's already been coming out through several sources. If you guys have been playing ranked, you may notice that if you win, you actually lose. It's like that White Man Can't Jump movie. I think Rosie Perez said that. Sometimes when you win, you really lose. Realistically right now, we've played, I think we're 7-1, okay? So with the way that the rank breakdown is with the leaderboards, the top 100 is still not active. Something's going on with it. It's pretty weird, and people don't know what's happening with it. And you can still see that you know people that are 1-0, they're still 1590. I got 1553. I'm 7-1. There's a lot of various things going on like that. With my friend's leaderboard, you can see a little bit of differences there. You know, 8 wins, he has 1590 versus the guy that was 1-0 with 1590. A guy that's 28-1 has 1558. So there should be a Makeright coming for that. I would stop playing it though. A lot of you guys have been asking me, should you continue to grind it? I would stay away from it. I know that it's nasty work, but I would try to play head-to-head on All Pro. Or just play champions or something like that. You don't want to frustrate yourself with the game because it already does that for you. As far as the Makerights for the coins though, if you guys want to know what's happening, right? All the information is there. When you click over to it and you go over to the actual segments, it lets you know how many coins you should be getting depending on where you are. What's weird about it is, although I'm in bronze, when I won a game, I was getting like, I think I'm in bronze 2 right now. Oh no, because I'm in bronze 2. They were giving me like 2780 or something weird like that. So the numbers don't even correspond, and then on some of my wins, I didn't get any coins. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but obviously they're gonna have to give everybody back what they won. But what I'm saying is, even though we've already played it and seen that it's broken, don't keep playing it because we don't know exactly what they're gonna do. Sometimes they'll, you know, give you everything. Sometimes you get a little bit and it's not really worth your time. So I don't want you guys to go out of your way to, you know, just stop playing it. Don't play ranked until they fix it. Because more than likely, if you're like 28-1 or whatever you are, I don't think they're gonna update it. Okay, but they may give people that only started, you know, early on because it's easier to figure out how much you should have. They may give you your coins back. So those Makerights should be coming. All right. Now, as far as the market crash goes, right? Obviously, we already know, you know, most of the cards. It's already been leaked for Gridiron Guardians 2. Okay, so I'm not going to go over to here because the Gridiron Guardians 2 players are pretty trash. So it's not really that big of a deal. What I'm going to tell you is this, though. A lot of the top players, their prices have plummeted. Okay. You have to understand there's a lot of things that are going to be going on once it's dropped. And like, again, if Hurricane Milton prevents them from dropping it, you guys got to just bear with it. But this is a card that many of you guys were asking me about. Yo, G, what's up with Warren Sapp? Is he good? Yo, what's the deal, right? Yo, G, I need to know, right? Okay, he's all the way down to 1.15. This is a tremendous time to grab him because people are getting ready to go for the Vita Vea. I'll give you a sneak peek. Vita Vea is supposed to be dropping for, you know, GG Part 2. So people are going crazy right now and getting rid of their cards, okay? That is a decent price for him. Will he get cheaper? I don't know. I haven't seen him on the field a lot. I don't know if people just probably couldn't afford him or they just didn't fit it. You know, he didn't fit their scheme. But I haven't seen a lot of him on the field. But usually Warren Sapp is good. Okay, like usually he's good in the game. So 1.15 down from 2.34 within a couple days this past weekend is pretty good. All right. Now, look, this is something else that I want to talk to you guys about, right? You got to remember, most of these cards that are being dropped right now, they're going to come with the GG chemistry. Just remember that on 10/17, they're going to be taking away a lot of these opportunities with the boost because Kyle Hamilton, if you have him maxed out, he gets 15 by himself. So that 15 number is going to be reduced when he drops to an 88, which means that you're going to have to make up the other Gridiron Guardian chemistry to keep those chems on the players that you want. So I'm going to break that down for you as well, let you understand. But just showing you guys some of the abilities and stuff that he has, you know, I don't know what, does he actually get no outsiders? Because like he's a D tackle, like what are we doing? But it's nothing really fascinating that he gets right now. I don't know exactly what they're doing. Secure tackler, interior threat. This was my ish though. Like this right here, this was my ish in 24. But just remember, right? There's a lot of differences in this game versus 24, obviously. So many things that were working before probably won't work now. The under pressure might be decent because they like when you overthrow the ball at EA Sports. So that could be decent. But everything else surrounding it, I don't really know if it's worth it to, go away from Mean Joe Green. Because is he a dog? I don't know. I would have to buy him for this cheap price. Is there a chance his price goes back up? Only if Vita Vea is really bad. But remember, they're going to still give him like certain things because he's part of the Gridiron Guardian program. So Vita Vea might be a boss. So we don't really know. Again, this is why his price has tanked so much. Because when you get them at the same position, people are going to just know that they want the new card. It's all about the new card. That's what it's always about with Mutt. So these are his abilities. Is it worth it for you to add somebody like this into your team? That specifically is his X factor, but obviously the abilities, he gets a lot of the abilities too that, you could just start the game with and keep them all game. But the abilities have not really been a major factor on the D line this year. And that's just the honest truth. So that's one of the cards I wanted to make sure you guys know about within the market crash. Now for me, I have no interest in him because I already know he won't be worth the money. But some of you guys wanted him and he was 2.34 million 3 days ago. Now, as we go on, Wildman's price hasn't really gone too crazy. Okay, so if you were looking to get him also, it's not like, I don't think this is a really exciting card. You know what I'm saying? It's really just not. My opinion about it, with the Gridiron Guardian chemistry and you giving him the 90 speed and he's 6'3", you could run around with him and do some stuff. But, is that really what you want to do for that price? Because nobody really wants to spend $1 million right now when they're going to be dropping other linebackers tomorrow. Or, obviously in a couple days, once everybody's safe from Hurricane Milton, regardless of when they drop it, this guy's price can't stay above 1 million coins. So depending on what your situation is, I would say to sell him because he's only going to probably get lower. There's really no reason to keep him. He doesn't get proper abilities and the X factors are a joke for the most part. Unless it's like, certain secondary chemistries where you can get possible knockouts, but they don't really work that well, especially like they used to in the past. And then finally, I like to do everything in threes. So this was my third one, right? So let me just point this out. Earlier, he was up for like 2.1 or something was the lowest he dropped to. All right, and you guys were asking, is DK Metcalf worth it? So I'm gonna explain something to you right now. He's 2.43. He's gonna fluctuate around that 2.1 whatever for a little bit because obviously he gets all 32 team chems. There's a lot of other things going on with him, so his price is probably gonna be where that is. All right, but let's talk about this though. EA Sports grabbed the inch and just threw it on him because he was 6'3" last year. So at least unless it was like high school measurements versus what it is right now, I don't know what this is. But regardless of all of that, it doesn't really matter. He's 6'4", he's going to be 91 speed on your team. You give him that, on a theme team, with the Gridiron Guardians, he'll be 92. So he gets that boost separately with the Gridiron Guardians, if that was something you were looking to do. And 6'4" is a decent height to Moss as well. So this is something that I really want you guys to understand. He's actually worth the coins. And I'm going to break it down to you why, okay? The set to complete him is going to run you a ridiculous amount of money, okay? So it needs 8. You got to have 8, okay? And this is something that's very, very important for you to understand. The prices of these guys, even if you get each of them for $350, that'll be 7. Already you're at 1.4. Right here, you're at 2.1. So his price, right, at around 2 mil, 1.9 is suitable for what its purpose is right now. I'm not saying to spend the money right now, but his price may continue to plummet because they're going to drop Calvin Johnson soon, who is 6'5", and is probably going to get certain boost as well. Most feared is coming. So be careful with that. And there's a reason that he dropped all the way down to 2.1. People are trying to free up their coins for it. So, depending on what happens when the content actually drops, there could be more players that are dropping really, really crazy in price. So you want to go ahead and take a look at some of these players. And if you wanted to grab Sap, he's down 1 million coins. You know what I'm saying? Wildman, I would stay away from. And this guy, if he drops back down to about 2.1 and you wanted to grab him for now, but just remember, most feared is like 2 weeks away. So be patient. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Be safe, my Floridians. One love, y'all.